prior to that, the party had, wow, I mean, they went back into Bexley and really tore some stuff up. They stopped a bombing, 3 separate bombings that would have destroyed major sections of the city. They have started an uprising against the corruption within the Crimson Guard, Crimson Hand, or whatever it was. Yeah, Crimson Guard, right? Yeah. And have even sought to take out the last remaining high-ranking official of the Crimson Guard within the barracks. They found a sneaky way in to the building and saw a bunch of infighting, hundreds of soldiers battling left and right. They made their way through all the chaos up to the guard captain's door, used some pretty clever trickery to get inside, some deception, excuse me, and started a battle, which started off, I mean, amazing. Hey, Horsey. Mort cast this earthen hand that grabbed the main bad guy that's super strong and locked him in a hold so he could do almost nothing. Everyone was rolling really well and just being really creative and really taking control of the battle. The main bad guy, I'm sorry, it is the captain. I just can't think of it off the top.
Julius?
Yes, thank you. Captain Julius had to pull out his biggest spell, Time Stop, right at the end of the episode, which essentially freezes time for everyone else, or rather takes him out of the flow of time, so the rest of the world is frozen. He rolled a 1, so it was only for 2 rounds. It's a D4 plus 1, which I rolled for over this past week, and so that's where we will pick this up.
And you're all dead.
Yeah. There's flames engulfing everybody.
You find a sword protruding from your chest. You don't know why.
How did this happen?
No.
Excellent. So, everyone is here engaged with this particular individual. There is Thomas the guard. It's also there. Or did you guys kill him? No, but he's pretty wounded. And with this Captain Julius within the grasp of this muddy, cracked earthen hand, holding him at the throat that sprung up from the ground. He's there one moment, and in the next, an empty hand. You hear outside, in the hallway, just behind Mina, Mort, and Emil, "Your captain's under attack!" yelling over the banister. "Come and save your captain!" So, Captain Julius actually failed on his first attempt to get out.
Wow.
Succeeded on a second, but it takes his action to do that. So he didn't have anything else to do except for move and yell. So still well played. Very well played. And that is Captain Julius's turn. So with that, we go over to Mort. Mort, you turn left, and 10 feet to your left, just leaning over the banister almost, is Captain Julius suddenly.
And a classic, wait, what? Moment. He's within 30 feet of the hand. So for an action, I can move the hand to the spot just north of him.
Okay.
And try to grab him again.
Nice.
So he's going to take 2d6.
Okay.
And then he's going to make the strength saving throw yet again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 2d6.
All right.
Saving throw, right? You said strength saving.
Yes, strength saving throw. 3 damage.
Okay, he got an 11, which I think is a fail.
Man.
Yeah, he's got a 15.
Nice. Okay. Help your captain! He gets grabbed by the throat again as earthen hand goes into the ground and pushes up a tile next to him, and once again clasps around his throat. Nice.
And that's, I guess, all I can do.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? For my bonus action, I will cast burn my a second. Can I? Yeah, it's a reaction, right? So I can't. But it is a bonus action, so I can use it as a bonus action. Misty Step.
Nice. Yep.
And move. I guess dead north, 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It keeps me within range. Well, maybe just 25. I want to stay within most range for him. Well, then that puts me in range of him. There. All right, 30. Okay.
in a small snap, in a cloud, a puff of smoke, poof, you disappear, and then poof, apparate 30 feet north in this building.
Okay. I notched that spell.
Okay. Yeah, there's no one around you here currently. There's some clatter around the that giant swirly thing behind you is a stairwell. So you hear some people up and down that stairwell fighting.
Right.
And everyone down in the lower part of this foyer fighting as well.
It's basically an Errol Flynn movie downstairs.
Nice. Yep.
Nice.
All right. Anything else for Mort?
That's it. That's it. That ends my turn.
If you don't mind, Mort, in the combat tracker, in the bottom left, there's a little dragon with like a carrot underneath it, a down arrow. It says like next player or advance turn or something like that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem. That just lets me know that you were done, and it takes about 8 months to remember because I still don't remember it. So.
Yeah.
There we go. Felix, batter up.
Nice.
All right. I counted the squares, and I can move over here diagonally next to everybody else. And can I use my action to use my manacles and just handcuff this guy?
Go for it.
Yeah, he's restrained.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't think that he can do it. I don't think he has any reactions when he's restrained. So let me use a trusty old D&D. Oh, wrong side. The dragon's cool, but it's not going to tell me. All right. Restrained, is it?
Well, yeah, he's restrained from the hand.
So I guess he could attempt to get out of it, but he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. I guess it would be a grapple check. But I'm going to give you advantage, Felix, because he's being held by the throat by this thing, so he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room.
Sounds good.
All right, so he's not going to do... he's going
to... 21?
Yeah, you rolled a 2. Okay. You know the hole to put him in. To get him in these manacles. Lock the manacles on. Let's see. Yeah, it's not the top of the round yet. So that's what you do currently. So far, so good.
Haven't attacked yet. Don't have an action surge, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Why is oh shoot? Why is Brixie marked dying? Did we forget something?
Looks like it.
Oh boy.
Brixie! Uh-oh. I'm trying to recall when she went down.
Well, she came back from the plane, right? But barely in that condition.
Right. So she has been a limp. Yeah, I don't know what you guys have been doing with her since. I think she was...
I was healed.
I feel like, yeah, Mina healed you some. I think it was 13, but I'll give you 26 to play it safe. Let's see. Would be 46, I think. There we go. All right. Whew. One death fail. Not just kidding. So, oh, thank you. I'll fix that. Thank you, Mariah.
That's why you have to do Frank.
Neat.
Okay, got it.
Whew. Okay. So Mariah, I'm sorry, Brixie. It is you're up. Your turn. Whoop. Nice horsey.
Sorry, I was not set up. I just heard dying. I was like, wait, what?
What's going on? Yeah.
You're dead.
Nice. Oops. All right. Sorry, I'm switching around name tags here anyway. All right, Mort is fine. Emil is fine. And then that's Kaylin. Not Mort. And then these other ones are fine.
Also, Dan, since you're stopped, can you share the map with me?
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's say we all. Okay. All right, we're good to go. Whenever you're ready, Brixie, it's your turn. We're in this battle. You're in the office of Captain Julius. Only Thomas, this other guard, is left behind. Julius disappeared from sight. As you look around, you see through the doorway, out in the hallway, Captain Julius has suddenly disappeared and reappeared out there in the hallway.
Is this guard still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Has there been arrest?
Not
Short
no.
rest only. Yeah, just before we came here, there was a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before you dropped back out of the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, so Brixie hasn't had a rest yet.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think she might have gotten a short rest, but I did it in Fantasy Grounds, so it would have applied it to you. However, you, I think, yeah, I suppose you could still heal, like if you wanted to use hit die for that short rest, since you weren't here. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. I'm going to back up.
Okay. And mind you, Captain Julius was just grabbed by the throat by this earth and grass spell Mortimer cast, and Felix went up behind him and manacled his hands behind his back. The guard, however, in the room is still free and partly wounded. How would you like to proceed?
Whose turn is it?
It's Mariah's.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Mariah? Oh, Brixie.
For good measure, I'm gonna use my last 4th level spell to use Grasping Vines.
Okay. Excellent. Take a peek. That's a good one. All right. So let me check the imagery of this. All right. 30 feet. Are you moving at all? I think you're in range, right? Oh, you moved anyway. Okay. So as you head out into the hallway here, You walk out, you see Felix putting the manacles on. You take a small little bean sprout from your one of your pockets and toss it over on the floor below Captain Julius's feet. And this huge vine sprouts from it.
It's my bonus action. So.
Okay, yep. And let's see, the vine lashes up and around the creature, Captain Julius. And
let's make a dex save.
Okay. Now it can pull at 20 feet directly toward the vine. Do you want the vine right underneath him, or so he's secure, or I failed that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So he's pulled down to his knees. Doof! Vines holding him in place, manacles behind his arms, vines winding up between those and around his arms, and a bit around his face and stuff as well, just locking him in place. He completely failed on that, his save, so he is locked in. All right, what would you like to do anything for your action?
Is he 10 feet of me?
5, 10, yep.
Okay, and then for my action, I'm gonna use my cantrip, poison spray.
Nice. Okay. And that's what, a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
All right. He does not have good physical health stats, but he got a 16. Is that enough? I think your is 15. Yeah, so he just gets enough to fend that off. But you crack one of those little spherical mushrooms. So, poof, creates that smoke and blow it at him. And he coughs a bit in the vines, but a bunch of the pollen and other stuff that's come from the mushroom, the spores that came from the mushroom, collect on the vines instead of him. He seems to be all right, but locked in place. Any movement for Brixie? Or was that it? Did it take all your 5, 10, 15, 20? Oh, yeah, I guess that was all your movement. All right. Anything else Brixie wants to say before?
That's it.
Okay. Oop. Oh, blueberry pancake. Blueberry pancake's gonna do like that.
Bark ferociously.
Yeah, for reals. She's gonna try and take a bite out of Thomas. I don't know. I feel like she'd probably shift, wouldn't she? She wants to be as dangerous as possible, I think. All right, so what's blueberries at a 21? Woo! Okay. I just remove this one. All right, blueberry shifts from her doggy form into this half dog, half humanoid form, and rips into Thomas, who has a very important job to do. No, just kidding. All right, let's see. Blueberry, what you gonna do? You got all sorts of crazy stuff here. I feel like she's gonna go in for the bite. Pretty sure she has a bite and a claw when she's in this form. So she goes in for a bite, melee attack. Chomp onto Thomas. Oh, I'm so sorry, Blueberry. Misses. There's just enough armor and protection around the neck where she goes to bite that she's unable to get a good grip. So she leans back and goes in with a claw attack. That hits. And gashes at Thomas. Oh, see, she's barbarian. I feel like she has a second attack. I don't want to jip her here. You guys are what, level 1 billion now?
I wish.
I think you're level 8. Well, I need to update these.
Yes.
They're all different and old. I don't know what's going. Oh, because I never fixed it for Streamlabs. That's why. Okay. All right, I'm just going to let her attack again because I'm pretty sure that she has a second standard attack. That one hits. And slashes again, dealing quite a bit of damage. Gets his arms, just rips down his biceps. Grasps him in pain. All right, and that brings us to Kaylin.
All right. I am going to lay into him with my short swords. Sounds like the best.
Nice, okay.
Let's see here. And oh, well, that was a natural one.
Oh no!
For the first one. Wow. Okay, that was a little bit better. That was a 16 to hit.
All right, what you got, Thomas? That just hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did not.
Felix, I think everyone in the hallway hears the fight getting closer.
That's a 9 damage.
Ooh,
damage.
Nice. Okay. All right. Now, as a fighter, don't you have a second attack at this level, or no? Is that?
You should have a third attack.
8? Not sure.
I think it's 8 and then 16. But let me check. I just want to make sure you're getting everything out of your character.
I'm not sure how that would work with my dual wielding, but
you would basically have it's another attack action, so it would just be an attack. Yeah, just one. Mm-hmm. But I'm pulling up the player's handbook here.
Okay.
I feel like. Also, don't forget for Felix and Kaylin, I don't know if you guys had an opportunity, but as fighters, you get that additional increase to either pick a feat or an ability score.
That's right.
So we'll want to look at that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Level extra attack at 5th level, and the next one's at 11th. So you have 2 attacks. So you can use just your main attack action. You can attack with the first sword.
Okay.
Again, as part of your normal turn.
Cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I have some. Well, I'll look at those later. I'll do that for something else. Okay. Well, that's a natural 16 to hit without adding anything onto it.
Yep, that'll do it.
And that is a 5 damage.
Okay, nice. He's starting to look fairly hurt. Ragged breathing.
Okay.
Keeping his posture and his defensive stance up pretty well, but not looking great.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for Kaylin this round?
Not that I can think of right this second, so I'll pass the buck.
Okay, it's Mina's turn. And what you gonna do, Mina? Mina's also gonna hear that this crowd is making some noise, so she's gonna just walk over here and look down, and get a better view of what's going on. And the fight is coming up the stairs. People have responded to Captain Julius's call for help, but others, seeing this, are trying to bolster a defense to prevent anyone from interrupting what you're doing here. However, it is starting to spill over, heading up the stairs now. Okay, and with that, I don't know, what's Mina gonna do? How's damage does this guy look? 15, 20. She's gonna step just back in this doorway quickly and blast this guy with what does she have for spells? Okay, with guiding bolt. I think. All right, which is an attack, not a save. Come on, Thomas. Ooh, it hits. All right, he takes 46 radiant damage.
Wow.
Wow, 15.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, 46.
Oh, and it rails him. And now the next person that goes to attack Thomas will have advantage on their roll. Excellent. All right, that brings us over to Emil, if you're here.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Felix, do you need a hand with Captain Julius?
Ooh, he's in a hand, but I'll take another one.
Because I'm a little late to the party, but if I stand here, I got a shot at backstabbing him. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, this is real dice night, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm scanning my desk now, looking for the real dice. They're here somewhere.
No worries.
Somebody get Warren glow in the dark dice.
Neat.
That would be great.
I swear my desk is somewhat organized.
And it should be, I guess, with advantage. He's restrained, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're attacking, you'll have advantage.
Okay, let me look at my bonus here.
30.
18.
Oh, that. Oh, wait. Let me see. This is for Captain Julius. Oh, yeah, that hits. Yep. Oh, beautiful. This is with your rapier.
$18 points total.
Oh,
Nice.
Amazing. All right. Oh, well, that makes it a nice, neat number. Okay. Whew. All right. You just pierce through some of the vines. And he just doesn't have enough wiggle room to get out of the way. And, takes so much damage. He couldn't see it either because he was facing Felix.
All right. I will hold my ground where I am.
Okay. All right, Thomas, what you gonna do here? Thomas is gonna try and make a run for it. 5, 10.
Wow.
No.
You coward.
No. Oh, do I get?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, you will. You will.
Yes. You know what? Let's do that before he gets any further. So
Yeah.
both you and Blueberry get an attack here. Let's see. So she's gonna go with a claw attack since this works so well. She. Not sure why she has advantage.
I don't think. Mine did not land. Mine was 14 total.
Okay. She rolled with advantage. Oh, right. Because he had the guiding bolt. That's why. So hers does hit because she dropped a 4.
Nice.
All right. So you miss just as this spark of light kind of shines and blasts off him from Blueberry striking the spell on his person. Oh wow! He takes 11 points of damage from Blueberry as he runs by. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. All right, he's gonna get here, and then he's going to. I don't know what's he gonna do. He's gonna try to attack Mina as he's running by. She's blocking him in a doorway.
How dare he?
Actually, he's going to try and shove her. That's what he's going to try and do. All right, so he has to do a strength check. Oh, I'm sorry, he's got athletics. What kind of insane bump is that? Whatever. All right. And Mina can do, which one is better for her? Dex. Yeah. Strength's an 8. All right, so she will go with acrobatics. Whoop. And still just narrowly manages to stop him from shoving her. So he tries to like check her on the way out so that she won't get an attack of opportunity as he runs by. But she sees it coming and plants herself down, and he kind of gets knocked back himself and goes like a little spin as he's trying to run by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So both Emil and Mina will get an attack of opportunity on Thomas as he's trying to make his way away from everyone and down the stairs. All right, I'll have to do Mina's here. All right, so she has to do melee. What does she have? Rapier. Okay, so the Rapier twins. She misses. She goes to strike.
22.
Oh, that hits.
Nice.
He's looking so hurt already.
8 total.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So that would be. So blood flies as you pierce and add to the spin as you pierce through the arm, and he keeps spitting blood and spittle. And he falls to his knee and picks himself up, and he's just running to get to those stairs like a mad person because he's near death. Okay. Next up, Captain Julius. All right. Now he's
Oh boy, he's restrained and he's handcuffed.
I just need to see if Brixie's
he's an
spell
Ivy.
incapacitates him or not, because it is level 4.
Grassman bind.
Yeah, I don't know if it. A creature. Okay, I guess it doesn't actually restrain them or anything. Oops, it just kind of pulls them. So it pulled him down to the ground. Until the spell ends, you can direct the bind to lash out the same creature. Another one is a bonus action on each of your turns. Okay. So it's out there on the floor, but it's released him, but he's still manacled and restrained. So it still really limits. Restrained can be 0. He can't move anywhere, but let's see what he's got. Oh, jeez. I hate that this is always Felix. I think I'll roll just to see what I look at the map, I'm like, oh.
Hashtag always Felix.
It's just sword magnet.
It's all right. It's all right.
All good.
Some HP. Doing pretty good today.
Nice, good.
Got a fireball's worth of HP.
Hint, hint.
Actually, I'm going to impose some disadvantage on some of this because he is manacled. He can't move. Jeez, he's really thinking over his... well, he could do that, but that would be...
Oh. Damn.
Wow. Okay. So for anyone in the hallway, you see with his hands manacled behind him, he starts making gestures to cast a spell.
Kill him.
It's now or never.
And he looks you dead in the eye, Felix, as he begins to cast this spell. All right.
But you just said he was dead in the eye, so how can he cast
Yeah.
a spell?
How could that be?
It's not how it works.
All right. And as you hear this arc, this crackling energy, you see fire out directly behind him a huge line of lightning. It blows out the jams on the door. He's firing it directly behind him to get as many people in a row as he can.
Oh no.
So since we're doing real dice night, if everyone can roll, ooh, yikes, dexterity saving throws for me. That's not everyone. I'm sorry, Emil, Mina, and Blueberry. So sorry, Blueberry and Mina.
Oh, because he's right there in. No.
Yeah, straight line from. Yeah.
It's 5 feet wide. I mean,
okay.
10 feet wide. Yeah, it's lightning bolt, which is like a super nasty.
Even if Blueberry's in the other room?
Because the door's open. Yep.
Oh.
Would that be? No.
Is this a dex saving throw for half damage?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh,
Yeah, is it subject to evasion?
Let's see. Yes, it is.
Rogues.
Excellent.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Yeah, he's basically casting it at a slight angle, but through the door, but not enough of an angle to get Kaylin. Just the other three.
Push myself against the wall.
All right. Let me roll Blueberry here. I'm so sorry ahead of time. All right. What was it? A dex saving throw? Oh, good. She's got some pretty good dex. Oh, sorry. Blueberry doesn't make it. All right. Let me get Mina. Dex. So she's got better dex. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a 10 and an 8. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. What did you... Oh, wait. You don't have to roll, Felix, right? Or you roll, and then if it's a success, you take no damage, right? And if it's a failure, you take half? Is that how it works?
Yeah. So how does 23 work?
Oh, that works. Yeah. You, being familiar with Arcana, see...
Well, I am a wizard, after all.
Nice. You're like, no, jump! And you give everyone a brief heads up. You duck and roll out of the way. Mina and Blueberry unfortunately do not. So let me deselect you as a target. Since you don't take any damage at all. Alright, it's just going to be Mina and the Bloob. Let's see. Jeez. All right, wow, you guys are tough. Jeez. They both take damage, but seem to be all right. But Blueberry's not even shaken. She's at the end, just huge. It's 5 feet wide. It goes out 100 feet. It blows out the wall behind Blueberry. Blueberry just leans down into it, guards his face. As the doorway's obliterated, the wall behind Blueberry is obliterated. Blueberry's almost in like a runner's pose, like where they start on the track, and then stands up as the lightning fades. Like some static, like his hair's up and frizzy. Mina would probably be, zapped pretty hard there, being right in front, but still, she's resilient. She has like half her health still. Jeez. Oh, I've got to get used to level 8, everybody. Okay. Yeah. And I think he would have cast that at that. I don't think he would have done any higher. So, that's... Ooh, wait. Is this a... It is. It's a bonus. Okay. In an instant, smoke engulfs him. And he disappears. And then reapparates 30 feet away. He's out here now. 2, 3.
Dan, do I need to make a concentration check? Because Grasping Vines is a concentration spell.
Oh, right. No, you didn't take any damage, so you're good. You still have it up. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that brings us to Mort. Now, he's basically made it downstairs. Let me just check these things and see who's been updated here. He's made it downstairs, almost into the fray. He's about 15 feet away from just getting in the middle of everything. And he's still Right? No, he can get out of the grasp when he uses... That's a good question. Can he get out of Earthen Grasp when he uses Misty Step? I guess so, right? It's an instant teleport, and he can cast a spell.
Let me look at the spell.
It's Earthen Grasp and Misty Step. I'm going to take a quick look. I feel like it makes sense, but... Let me just put it back on Captain Julius for a sec more so I can easily find his spell here.
Well, he was pulled 20 feet directly towards the vine.
Which was under him, yeah. You teleport to 30 and yeah. I mean, it's a bonus action. It's. Let me just check your spell more and see if it says anything that precludes that.
Right.
Where are you, Earthen Grasp? There it is. Maximilian's. To break out, everything can cause this is an action. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes for now, but we will look into this after to make sure that if not, we don't do that again. Yeah, I think that because I'd like you guys to be able to use it in that manner too. Where if you have the spell, you completely disapparate and then apparate elsewhere. All right, but it's your turn, Mort, and
okay.
He's only gone 30 feet.
Okay, so a couple quick questions.
Yep.
Can I, from where I'm standing, can I tell where? If there were, so he's downstairs, so they're probably not going to come upstairs anymore. They're probably going to stay with him, I'm thinking. Immediately to my right, is that stairs? Is that those two hash denoting stairs?
Yeah, well, yes, those are like a doorway out into like an overhang that has stairs that go down.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15,
in my head.
25. All right, I'm going to take my movement and go here.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing him trying to evade, I'm going to try to whisper to myself, I'm going to try to end this now. Ooh. And cast at 4th level Blight.
Oh, nice. Oh.
8d8, and I'm going to roll, I guess, 4 and then roll 4 dice and then do them twice.
Okay. Does he have to roll anything to...
His DC on Blight is 15 Constitution.
Okay.
And it's necrotic damage.
All right, let's see what he gets here. Oh, he got a 16!
Oh, you bastard.
But he still probably takes damage, right?
He takes
8, 5, 7,
nice.
3, and then we're going to roll again. Ooh. 8, 7, 2, 2. So that's 10 plus 13, 23. And then 15 plus 4 is 17.
19.
So 19. So 42 points of damage halved.
He just doubled the damage essentially that he had. Okay, so he goes from moderately healthy to stumbling. You're watching as he apparates over here, and he can move again. Oh, yeah, I guess he does have movement. I'll say that's about as far as he got though, because he's manacled, and he starts to run like with his hands behind his back, manacled, and you cast this spell, and this dark necrotic energy just washes over him and saps the moisture out of him and his body. You see skin start to dry up and crack at the elbows and wrists, and his face gets sullen and sunken in. Was the 42 the full damage, or was that the half?
That was the full.
Okay.
So that was the 8d8, yeah. So I gotta mark that off. Okay.
All right, so that would be
4th level.
okay, nice. He still seems to have a little bit of energy, and he's trying to walk through it, but he's not looking that good.
Finish him.
Nice. All right, anything else for Mort?
What was that? 5, 10, 15, 20. No, yeah, I'll stay put.
Okay. Neat. If you don't mind clicking the
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Advance the round.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't worry.
All right, Felix.
Woo!
I yell over to Felix, finish what I started.
Yeah.
Could I tackle him?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's like 25 feet away,
Mm-hmm.
and
You could even jump off that balcony there and tackle him.
yeah,
Or just go
yeah.
up the stairs, whichever you'd like. Yeah.
No, could I just jump and tackle? 'Cause
Yeah.
I could probably take the hit.
Yeah, no, there's no, it's like a 10, 15 foot drop from this particular thing, so I'm not going to make you roll anything for it. Also be awesome.
Okay. I'll take a step back and then just take a running start and just leap off and try to land on him.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him roll his, neither one of these are good. All right, he gets an 18, but only at a +2. Womp womp.
And is this like a grapple check? Is that the other?
Yes, but I'm giving you advantage because he's desiccated and shackled. So.
Sounds good. Ooh. Oh, hang on. What'd you say he rolled? An 18?
Correct.
I think I have a 19. Let me just double check here. Oh, I haven't listened. No, a 20.
Nice. So you take one step back, get a running start, poof, you leap over the thing and do a flying tackle down and poof, just face smacks into the ground as you pin him from the back, putting him immediately into a grapple hold. Amazing.
All my bonus actions require making an attack, so I think that's my turn again.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can do. So I'll move myself over there, and then all yours, Brixie.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
No worries.
No.
We know how it goes.
I survived the nativity.
Good.
To be fair, it was all the kids in our congregation, so like 50 kids under 12.
Whoa.
Whee!
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
Okay.
So
All right, you take a moment feeling the weight of your wounds. You cast Cure Wounds on yourself to heal some of these wounds up, stop some of the bleeding. All right, did I get that? All right, transition.
so 2d8.
Okay.
3d8 if it's 3rd level.
Oops. There we go. All right. How much did you heal for?
18.
Nice. Okay. So that would be, let's see, you're down to just a 28 wound. Nice. All right. Healing yourself from these wounds. You still have a little movement and a bonus action if you want to do anything else.
Is anybody looking hurt?
Just the people you're attacking. And Mina. Mina's a little bit hurt. I think she's the only one. With Blueberry has the same amount of damage, but twice as much health, so. I'd say Mina, if anybody.
Okay, then for a bonus action, I am going to drop I'm gonna drop Grasping Vines, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
Healing Spirit.
Ooh, and what do you want your healing spirit to be?
Dryad.
Nice, okay. Out of the wooden door, the wood takes shape into this female form of bark and ivy, and she just strides out of the door and stands next to Mina. And how much does she heal? As she walks through Mina, how much does she heal her for?
Neon. Oh, and this is at second level.
Oh, okay.
You heal 6 hit points.
Nice. Okay.
Dan, I can't get into Fantasy Grounds, so what spells have I used and what's my hit point total?
Let's see, your hit point total, you have 27 out of 56. You used a first level spell.
Wait, I have 27 hit points left?
Your wound is 27 out
Okay.
of 56, yeah.
Okay. That's what 39? No, 29.
And you have, let's see.
Oh, I don't
You've
have any
used
spells
one
left.
first level spell, and some of this is from last week. So you've used one first level, which I did, and then you have two second level spells you've used, and 2 third level spells you've used. But I don't remember what those were.
Okay.
Those be from last week, I think. But I used Guiding Bolt, which actually hit. Yay!
Hey.
And helped out. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So I just can't connect. It's not letting me connect. So
weird.
But I have my paper stuff. So
okay, neat. All right, good.
Rex is.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you rush over to the doorway near Mort and prepare for whatever comes next. All right, and when you're all set, Brix, if you don't mind hitting the little next actor or advance actor button at the bottom left of the combat tracker.
Did you hear that, guys? We're actors.
Yay! Actors!
I haven't updated Fantasy Grounds.
Listen, I'll hit it. I'll hit it this time. We'll figure it out next time. Okay. Oh, all right. This brings us around to Blueberry, standing up off of his knee, like still fuzzy hair from the lightning bolt he just took, and just starts hustling because he's got some crazy speed out of this room. He leaps 5, 10, 15 over Mina and Emil. He's going to land right next to Thomas and just bear down with a bite. All right. Finish him. Oh, rolled a 1. Sorry.
Well, you tried.
Completely whiffing, slides past him like dogs do sometimes with the claws as he goes too far, and comes back around with claw attack. Oops, and then just drops a dice on the... Try that again. Another miss? Oh my gosh. Okay, but then for their second attack, they're going to do their... Another... Please hit with one of these. Oh, I'm so sorry, Blueberry. Blueberry's lost it, and he's just biting and slashing and clawing and just completely missing. Tom's like,
Question: Is
Mhm.
Blueberry raging?
Yes. Well, no, I
Blueberry
guess I
should
haven't
have
said that
advantage
yet.
on all attacks then.
Okay. I don't think I've actually had Blueberry Rage.
Yeah, I have my.
But I will next time. Wait, is it a bonus action to rage, I think? Or is it an action? Let's take a look and see.
It's a bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And then to take the advantage, he would need to use reckless attack.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Which then gives advantage on the other attacks against him.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, I will make sure that he rages in the next turn in. In the meantime, that turns it over to Kaylin. Ooh.
Okay. Out of character, since it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Why did we break into his office again?
Captain Julius is the last high-ranking member of the Crimson Order.
Yes.
And Morek and some of the Thieves Guild members were saying, we need to just strike while the iron's hot. We need to get rid of this last person that has any say over the Crimson Guard so we can make changes, sweeping changes to the city.
So we were coming in here to kill him. Or to whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Remove him
just
from
making
his
sure we
position.
weren't looking for anything. While I'm in this room by myself, can I look around and see if there's anything like of interest, like on the desk or?
Sure. Yeah, you can take an action and do like an investigation check if you want.
Let me just see what my. Okay. All right. Come on.
Bonus isn't great.
That was a 9.
9.
Yeah, I mean, you take a brief look around. You know what? I'm gonna let you have advantage because, as I think about it, he wasn't expecting. It's not like he left his office and locked everything up. He was in here using it, so I'll let you. I'll let you roll a second time. I feel like
I'll try a different one. I'll try a different. Okay, well that was a 14.
Okay. You don't see anything that stands out too much. You do find in an open drawer, in the back of an open drawer, as you're shuffling through things, a small little satchel that seems to have a number of small hard things inside. Not coins. They feel almost like stones, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay. Nice.
All right, and then I will use my movement. Let's see here. 2, 5. Okay, I can't remember. Is my movement 5 or 6?
It's 6.
I think it's
because
6.
of the boots.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I can get right up there to him.
Nice.
And still have because I have 3, so I still have my dual weapons, right?
Yeah.
So 3 actions? Okay.
Well, you used an action to investigate, but let me think. How would that work? You can use a bone. I think you only get the second attack if you use the attack action the first time.
Okay.
But
so just one attack?
You'll have a bonus action attack to swing at him, which would be like any normal attack, given your feats and stuff.
So I'm swinging one short sword.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. All right, that's a 22 total to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And
he's so much fear in his eyes. He's so close to death. He keeps thinking he's almost got away.
9 total.
Okay, how would you like to destroy Thomas?
Okay. Yes, I will just find wherever he is. His armor's open, and just take both short swords and just stick them in.
Oh, nice. And Kaylin's signature move, she crisscrosses her swords at an X through his torso, runs him back out.
Yeah.
Thomas drops like a dead weight to the floor.
Yeah, good. Are those
some repressed rage stuff?
Are those? Is that a staircase right there that Mortimer's on?
Yeah, it's like a balcony that overhangs, but has a stairwell in it, so you can use any part of it as a stairwell. Because I drew it so poorly.
Okay, got you. I don't think. Do I still have? Is dash an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will just, since I've used my movement, I will just stay there then.
Okay. Wiping, flipping your blades out to get the blood and gore off of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Oh, right, Mina, you're here now. Mina, you're
Hey.
up.
Okay, so Thomas is dead. Is the other guy dead?
Nope, he's downstairs now. You just watched
He's
Felix
downstairs.
run and jump off of the balcony, and you don't know what happened after that.
Okay, because I can't see the map, if I look over the balcony, can I see him?
You can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. If you go 25 feet, you can see him over the balcony. Yep.
Okay, I'll do that. And is he within 60 feet?
I'm pretty sure. Let me move the map over here. Oh, yeah. Because he's pinned, he's only 15 feet away right now.
Oh, wait, he's pinned?
As you look over, you see Felix on his back, just wrestling him, holding him in a full Nelson on the ground.
Okay, well, I'll just attempt to make it easier on Felix and cast Hold Person.
Okay. Nice.
So he needs to make a Wisdom save. And he beat 15?
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
Is that count for the elven?
No, because it's not a charm effect.
Okay. All right, and wisdom. You said wisdom save.
Yes.
Oh, I got a natural 20, which is a 26. He's been
That
rolling
beats
so
my-
terrible.
That beats my DC.
Oh. You know what though? I'm gonna roll it a second time. I'm gonna give disadvantage because he is pinned, right? I think that'd only be fair. So, all right, wisdom save. 19 for 25.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Oh, his face is.
Okay.
he's just holding his head in the ground.
Then can I cast I don't know either. Can I as a bonus action cast a 4th level spell?
Up to 2nd level as a bonus.
Up to 2nd, and I've used all my seconds. Crap. Let me just see what the range on this is, and if pages turning. So Felix is within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on him.
Okay, nice.
So Felix, you are warded against attack. Any creature who targets you with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. And if you make an attack or cast a spell that affects an enemy creature, then it ends. But for now, he has to make a save to attack you if he tries to attack you right there.
Nice.
So I mean, it kind of like says, "Whole person, sanctuary."
Nice. You feel him seize up briefly, Felix, and before he becomes limber again, and then you feel bolstered. Some magical effect has taken place. You know it's to your benefit. You look up over the back of your shoulder and see Mina up top finishing her spell.
Big thumbs up.
Neat. All right, Emil, you're up.
I'm up. All right. So it looks like he is like 40, 45 feet away. Now, how far down is it?
About
Like,
10
is
feet.
that ledge jumpable? Oh, it's 10
Yes,
feet?
it's jumpable. Yep. Without
Okay.
a roll, it's jumpable. Mm-hmm.
So if I use my rogue bonus action to dash, I can get to the flank of him
15, 20, 25, 30.
with possibly a bit of an acrobatic leap off of stairs or something.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting because if you want to jump, you might not have to use the dash. If you make running speed, let's say I've got it here, my handy dandy long jump. Move at least 10 feet, which you'd move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. And jump a number of feet up to your strength score. Do you know what your strength score is? Make a standing long jump.
Does the look on my face lead you to believe that I, in fact, do know what my dump stat score is? 9?
It's a 9, okay. So that's just the jump, and then you'll have the rest of your movement. So 20 feet, and then you jump for the 9, which would be 10 in this case, landing next to Felix, and then you would have exactly enough to get into the flanking position without having to use your dash.
Okay, that's good. Let's do that then.
Nice. So you... wait, do you have to... I don't think you have to do any sort of... no, it's just that. Do the same leap. I keep thinking of Hot Fuzz. When they leap over the fence. Whoosh! You fly off the side of the balcony and land just next to Felix, going into a tumble and rolling up and around on the other side of...
It's very parkour.
Yes.
Wow, it's very fancy. Very fancy.
Neat.
All right. I am going to attempt to stab good old Captain Julius.
Nice. Okay. With super advantage.
A super advantage. Let's see.
10 die.
Which is the cool version of regular.
25?
Yeah, that hits. Yep. As you tumble and roll up into the fighting position, you immediately turn and thrust back at him.
20 damage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, dealing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, he's looking really, really wounded. Now, don't you get sneak attack too, right? Because Felix is right there.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh,
The
good,
sneak
okay.
rolls weren't great, but
Nice. Gotcha. Out of nowhere in front of this guy, he sees you, and you tumble past and lean up and go right in with a rapier and get him right through his torso. He's already got sustained a wound or two there. And he's looking pretty worn out, pretty beat. You can see all the dry, desiccated skin on his face and his arms as Felix is holding his head like down now against the floor, keeping him in place. All right. Captain.
unfortunately, he's up.
Ooh, all right. Let's
Be mad. He's gonna be mad.
do that. You can do that. That's a beneficial spell, which would help someone else. Why does he have that? I'm just kidding.
Oh.
All right. Oh. I don't know.
Yeah, Stan.
Another interesting
Look here
one I might
as the
use.
DM thinks.
Okay, so
Decides
apparently we're
after
about to all
mine.
roll new characters.
He's pretty limited here. All right.
Dan thinks to himself, do I want to use Meteor Swarm?
So, D&D Beyond, guys.
Nice. I mean, he's got. I'm trying to think of his mindset. Like, he's got a spell that could help him escape, but I don't know if that's trying to think of like the hierarchy and other things he's got has to account for. He's about to die. I think he's going to try and he wants to get into this crowd really badly. So I think once again, anyone that can see him, which is Mort, Mina, Felix, and Emil, would see him begin casting a spell. Once again, with his hands, like up behind his back. Felix has got him pinned, so he has essentially super disadvantage, which unfortunately is just regular disadvantage.
Do we not get attack of opportunity given that he's beside us?
If it's an instant.
I don't think he's not moving.
Yeah, he's not going to move. He just starts to, like, you could use a reaction to try and counter it if you had like a type of counter.
If it's a harmful spell against Felix, he has to make a wisdom save first.
How does it work for area of effect ones, though?
It doesn't work for that.
Okay. Once again, you hear the crackling of energy, much louder this time, as he's going to attempt to cast this at a bit of a higher level. Once again, he's going to fire it upwards at the two people that are currently, well, I don't know, all three of you are really trashing him, but he's going to try and get 2 instead of 1. So if Felix and Mina wouldn't mind rolling a dexterity saving throw, please.
I mean, I do mind, Dan, but for you, I'll roll it.
Thanks.
My dice is plus.
I haven't rolled out my dice yet.
Quick, roll them all! Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just dumping out the bag. Sorry. This is the wrong bag. I wanted the other one.
Roll them
No.
all at once, yeah. Nice.
21 for Felix.
Oh, nice.
Good.
10.
Ooh, okay. All right, so Felix, you're going to take half damage. So I'm not going to target you initially with this. I'll just tell you whatever it ends up being. But Mina, you will take the full brunt of. Unfortunately, he has an 8th level spell slot left. So
Not the cleric.
all right, it's initially a 3rd level spell. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
Holy cow.
That's so many. Once again, this 5-foot blast of energy blows up and over the upper half of your torso. Felix, you are get out of it like halfway through the blast. You're able to twist and duck. But Mina, as you were just finishing up your spell to protect Felix, you catch the brunt of it. It obliterates the rail next to the balcony you're on and starts to crumble the stone beneath you and blasts up and through the ceiling up above you. You take 47 points of damage, which is enough to knock you back and fall down unconscious. Felix, you would take half of that. So 23.
So you said the floor started to crumble? I don't fall, do I?
No, you're safe. You get knocked back, I'd say, with it. So.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to roll up a 3rd character.
A 10-foot drop is what kills Mina. No!
Just as lame as the last death.
Awesome. All right. And he is I guess you would still
Sanctuary stays, by the way, because it just lasts a minute, is not concentration.
Oh, nice. Okay. And once again, poof,
I'm surprised
disappears in a puff of smoke. Reappears 30 feet away, trying his damnedest to get out of here. 10, 20, 25, 30. He's trying to make a run, it would seem, for where's the actual entrance? All right, it's actually here. Towards the front. He's now in the midst of a bunch of people fighting. So assume that every other 5 feet there's an NPC battling, whether good or bad, with where he is now.
Holy crap. That's a lot of opportunity attacks.
Yeah. So he rushes into the middle of that, trips and falls, and he's prone over there because he is just crushed. And Mort, it's up to you. Of course, you witness this, Mort, looking down the balcony you're on. But you also see him making a run for it. You see him really wounded.
Mort, you're muted.
Still can't hear. Is it maybe? Is there a mute on your headset?
Oh,
Welcome back.
How about now?
Oh,
there he is.
yep. Cool.
Yay! Okay. All right, he's within 30, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
So I will, seeing all this, I will say, I have just about had enough of you.
Nice.
I
Right.
will. I will cast my at 4th level again. Blight again.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
And,
okay, let's see.
On was it?
15 dexterity.
Dex. Okay.
6.
You know,
6.
hang on, because he's prone. So does that give you
7.
advantage or disadvantage as a spellcaster?
Dis.
Disadvantage. So
If it's a ranged spell attack, it's disadvantage.
okay. Well, I guess it's a save, so
Then no.
it wouldn't be. Okay.
It's a save. Yeah, it's not an attack.
All right. So
Okay,
Dex
six,
save. He's running. He's essentially tripped. Ah. Okay, he got a 5.
Oh.
Yes.
Very last
Love-
remnants of the Crimson Guard in this area.
7, 6, 8, 4. Okay, the first set was 6, 6, 12, 19, 22, and then 7, 6, 13 plus 8 is 21, and 4 is 25. A big 47 warrior points of damage.
Ooh.
How would you like to finish this doofus off, Mort?
Yes.
Oh, my first one. I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? All right. After seeing Emil jump over the rail,
Mhm.
Mortimer thinks about it for a second. I'm like, I don't think so. And seeing the damage done by him, it's like, I'll burn it all just to get you.
Nice.
And blow him up with the blight. And turn him to dust, I guess, because it's all necrotic damage.
That's it. Yep, this guy doesn't have any chance because it's necrotic. Yeah, you open your palm out to him, and this dark energy, it almost looks like a greenish black heat distortion that radiates over towards him, and just you see the steam coming out of his body just completely evaporating and drawing out all of this moisture as he just crumples down into like the Emperor Skeksis in Dark Crystal, just into this pile of dust on the floor.
And goes, yeah.
So we're out of combat, I guess?
Yeah, you're out of combat, and I'm just gonna do a couple of quick rolls to see how everyone else in the area reacts to this. All right, that dice have spoken. That's pretty unanimous. The fighting begins to slow down and settle. You hear, hey! And the people are sort of pointing out that Captain Julius is dead to one another. And slowly the fighting stops. People are looking around at one another, but there's a lot of tension still. But it seems like maybe the right time to try and sway a crowd or just leave, whatever you guys want to do.
I rolled a 2 on my first death save.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to move my spirit gun to Blueberry, and Blueberry heals for 2 points, and then I am going to go walk over to Mina and cast Cure Wounds at 1st level.
Nice. All right. Once you roll that, let me know how much that is, and I'll add it to Nina. All right. Does anyone? I mean, you all see this whether you're up top or down bottom. Is there anything? How would you all like to react to this very tense momentary ceasefire?
My heals for 12.
Thank you.
I was going to say I'm going to walk.
12?
12.
I'm just going to. I'm going to try to make my way back to Julius's office, but on the way, I'm going to yell down to Felix, I guess, and say, "Do you have any ideas on what we could possibly say to quell the crowd?"
With the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 or 8 of us now. 7 of us. I'm not sure if they'll listen to us.
Yeah, 7. Let me make another roll to see something. Okay.
This is when I'm trying to find here.
More my inkling is that we should maybe just grab his body and run.
Okay.
That way we have proof of his death, just in case they try to do some weird propaganda campaign.
Who
Gotcha.
didn't you turn to dust? Who?
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
In that case, well, okay, but there's one thing I want from his office, because I am going to assume, Dan, that when Blueberry Pancake transmuted to that other form, she dropped the staff. So I am hunting down that staff, basically.
Okay. You head in there. You take a moment. This piece seems to be, you hear someone shouting a profanity at someone else, here and there, and it's like this super tense. Are they going to go back into this bloody battle? You see someone sort of pushing their way through the crowd, across over toward all of you. Felix, you're the first one to being down there. You and Emil recognize it as Morek, pushing his way through, trying to get over to you without making too much noise, just trying to get through the crowd of people. And
yeah, I'll meet him halfway.
Okay.
If there are people still shouting at each other, kind of, I'm just gonna go up to where the balcony was kind of destroyed, where everybody can see me, and just kind of like start a channel divinity. So do the radiance of the dawn. So it's like I start glowing, and just be like, all of you, silence, or I will destroy you all. I have a headache, and I need to think.
Nice. Roll intimidation with advantage on that. Yeah, with the glowing and stuff. You just bounce back from the dead. You're like,
Well,
okay. It quells some of it, but like some of the crowd is calmed by it. Others in the crowd are riled up.
Did I? I'm going to just quick. Did I get the staff?
I am going to say, right. You went back over there, and it's not a long walk. So as this is happening, you've gone back into the office, and you see in the corner said staff, wooden twisted staff that holds a white reddish crystal. It's a white crystal, opaque white crystal with red marbling in it, that's fastened in the top of this staff. You can feel magic coming off of it as you approach it.
All right, I'm going to grab the staff and run to the railing.
Okay.
I'm going to make a... Oh, boy. Try for some cinematics here. This could end disastrously. I'm going to yell out to the crowd and hold up the staff. I have Julius's staff. The war is over.
I am Caesar now.
Nice.
Let's end this peacefully.
Ides of March, steps.
That's it.
All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion check, Mort, if you would.
And before I roll, I have a 12 inspiration die, so I'm going to roll them both.
Nice. Okay.
And it's a what check is it?
It's persuasion.
Skill,
so, which is
all
a
right, minus
skill-based
1.
check. charisma. Mhm.
-1.
Yeah, Felix is gonna look for a mirror.
16 plus 3, -1, 19, 18.
Okay. All right. This seems to resonate with quite a few people after, Mina has said her proclamation, and people are having effects either way. You hold that up, and it seems to sink in a little bit. And what are you looking for, Brixie? A mirror?
Mirror.
Okay. All right, Brixie, you start to head off. You saw one back in the office. It would definitely be a mirror in there. You start to wander off towards the mirror. Morik races over and says, Listen to my friends. Many of you here know me. This one, he points up to Mortimer, is right. These rulers, they tried to kill our own people. They tried to kill your brothers and your sisters. They have done nothing but take advantage of your goodwill and your earnest faith in them. And he's going to continue his speech after our bio break.
But first,
And then, give me 1 minute, everyone. I have to use I ran straight here.
Before we do our bio break, I wandered the office to find that mirror.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do that.
I'll do that.
Okay, you go in and you find a mirror affixed to the wall.
I just look at myself and just turn around.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you see the shredded nubs that seem to have once been wings, not that you recall. They've healed a little bit, but still feel a little raw and look pretty brutal. It wasn't a nice break, whatever happened.
Now bio break.
Cool. Neat. Yay. All right. You know what? Let me go ahead and I was thinking it might be better to hold off, but I guess it would be kind of lousy for me to stop here. And this will give players some time to digest.
Oh God.
So.
uh-oh.
A bomb goes off. Morik's like, I'm the ruler now.
Bow down before your...
Nice. Yeah. And he continues, we've been through enough this past year. We need to get back to our roots. We don't need to serve Calais, and we don't need to serve these hypocrites.
As he's talking, I'm going to subtly cast a light around him.
Nice.
So it looks like he's like divinely inspired.
Roll an extra little persuasion on that. Okay, nice. All right. It's gradual and it builds, and people don't notice, but they're feeling their spirits lifted. Yeah. No more do we answer to people that would call us to kill our own brothers and sisters. No longer should we be told how to live our lives and who to serve. We decide this on our own with transparency. We have cleared, you've all heard that they attempted to bomb our city and kill our own people, all in an attempt to stir us further into war with Calais. The lives that have been lost today, there's no undoing. It's cruel and sad. I know you've all fought for what you believed in, and there is some honor in that. But these people were never our allies or our leaders. Let us take back our cities. Let us heal our people and rebuild our homes. What we need now is a leader to show the way. He kind of stands up a little more, proudly and firm. Someone that can be trusted to show us into the future. Someone that has your interests at heart. That is willing to listen and make way for a bright future where we work together. I believe that person to be none other than our own Felix Fargrim. He risked his own life to return our small hometown of Bridgeport to safety. He is the savior of Bridgeport and the hero of Bexley. What say you all? And you hear a little murmuring and talking, and I'm just going to have him do another little, with advantage because of light. Whoa, nice. What say you all? Yeah, well, yeah. And they're not really sure who Felix is because they see Fred the farmer. But they're like, yeah. Some of them probably recognize you at this point as he's pointing you out. And that's where we'll take our bio break. Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, that's probably the most natural progression for Morik, rather, and stuff. So options. So we'll take an 8 to 10 minute bio break, or a little longer to have some time to simmer and think. And we'll catch you all back here.
No. Okay.
I can make some coffee. I need it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'll catch you all shortly.
Oh, goodness gracious, I'm so sleepy.
We can tell.
So how was everybody's week?
Good.
Don't
2
wanna
weeks.
Talk about it.
Busy.
Oh no.
Oh no! Ed, what happened? How good a day?
Just long work days.
Oh, okay. Well, something very bad happened. I was like, okay.
I'm ready for the weekend, so.
I
For
am
sure.
too. I finished my semester strong. I made a 73 on my general biology final, general biology lecture.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, for my first semester back in college, I made a B.
Nice.
B.
job.
So I'm so glad that school's done. I thought I was gonna fail that final, but I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't.
Me too.
So, anybody have speech writing tips? Start
Sorry.
right now.
Distribute your baking before you make your speech, and people will love your speech.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, and also,
I'm sure Kaylin would give you writing tips, but they probably wouldn't be good ones. It'd be very awkward.
Stare at your
Long
shoes.
pauses.
I think Lauren's the only person who knows this, but I got a sponsor for my personal stream.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Cool.
Oh yeah, never mind. This is how tired I am. I forgot that I told everybody. I thought
You're
I was
fine.
like, wait, did I tell everybody? I don't know.
Just, yeah. Turn to dust. Felix is now king. Bexley. So what is that title? Is it leader or is it? It's not king. It's right. Just is it like a?
Which title?
What did Merrick exactly warrant Felix as? Like, or
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was freaking out.
leader of Bexley? It's definitely not a king.
My first point of order will be to commission a pastry cannon.
Yes.
I'll supply the
Kaylin would be all for that.
Is there a dwarven bonus to crafting a large metallic weapon of war called a pastry cannon? Dwarves are good at stuff like that, right?
I mean, I do have foraging steel work, but
to me that means you're like an expert in pastry cannon.
I haven't raised that any. Haven't really worked in that area. Sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you build one pastry cannon, you're like the worldwide expert on the subject.
And I do have tinkering as well, so it could be very intricate. Could like put a cherry on it or like some kind of topping as it shoots it out.
So, not last week, but the week after, the 2 weeks
ago.
What happened to Brixie? Because since I wasn't there, like during that storm.
During the tornado?
Yeah.
I think you just followed along as we came to this fight. I don't know that anything in particular happened. No. I don't that I remember anyways.
Okay. I'll ask Dan. But I don't know if you guys saw this, but look at this beauty. Look at this. Bam!
Oh, that's really cool.
Nice.
That is such a cool character.
I love kitties.
Right.
My sister does not watch Critical Role, and when I showed her the print, she was like, "Oh, cool. Wait, you know his shrooms?"
You know what?
Okay, he has mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And my sister was asking if he was doing shrooms.
Oh.
She doesn't watch Critical Role, so.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I was debating, just as Dan was making that speech, I was like, I'll cast Minor Illusion, and suddenly in the back of the crowd you hear, "One day more," from Les Mis. It's like, no, they wouldn't get the joke. All right.
I did. You should have done it. Frank, how was your week?
Good. Doing all right. Just dreading for a week or 2 weeks what Julius was going to do with his 2 free turns.
I was so bummed when he lost that roll the first time. Like, oh. He's got all these fun things.
How was your week, Dan?
Good. Yeah, it was better. Less craziness this week. Much less. And there's only like 3 more days of school for the kids next week, and then it's Christmas vacation, which I love, at least the beginning of it. By the end, I'm like, time for school, man.
Wednesday?
Wednesday's our final day. They'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they'll be off until the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long break.
Yeah.
They go back on my birthday, which we stream on my birthday.
Nice. Wait, when's your birthday?
Very nice.
January.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's really cool. You have to do a birthday stream for you. Birthday.
Yeah. Immediate inspiration dice.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ed, I sent you like a video message on Facebook.
Yep, got it.
Yeah. The beginning of the year. And that following year would be my second anniversary for Geek and Sundry.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, time flies.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I got modded 2017, the day after my birthday, on my new craft.
You going to be modding Deborah Ann Wool's new D&D show on Geek and Sundry?
I think that's an alpha thing, but I'm not for sure.
Maybe so.
Yeah, I think it's Geek and... I don't know.
Geek and Sundry, but maybe it's not Twitch. Maybe it is just...
Yeah, that's true.
First he said, you're close, but I will be 24 on my birthday.
Neat. Very cool. Ooh, TwitchCon badge. That's awesome, Ed. It's like, what is this? No one else has this.
What?
I must know. Oh, Randy's here? Oh, hey, Randy. Hey. Randy, you missed the break cliffhanger. Oh, thank you, GNU user. Okay, good. To make sure it wasn't like an angry reaction, like, damn, I'm so sorry, Ed. I thought it would be fun. All right. I should probably actually tweet about tonight's thing. All right, let's see. I've got Singing in the Rain stuck in my head now for some reason.
You know how you get that out of your head, right? You have to do the full dance. Come on, start. Go, go, go.
Nice. Umbrella, go.
Get an umbrella.
Come on, try to stare. No, it's Gene Kelly. I'm sorry, Gene Kelly.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, I love those movies from that era. Oh.
I was going to say, I'll sneak behind Felix and whisper in his ear, remember, thou art mortal. From Julius Caesar.
Nice.
Mortimer is an honorable man.
That's right. Such are honorable men.
That's fantastic. Stormfall. Glad I spell check this stuff. Returning live this week's Stormfall. All right, what have we got? That's ouch.
I'm not dead. Tis a scratch.
We're there. Nice, Randy.
Just a flesh wound. Just a flesh wound.
Dr. McGillicuddy's intense root beer. McGillicuddy. It's intense.
Wow.
Wow, that alcoholic content?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
21%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is intense.
And it tastes like a sugary root beer, so it's not bad.
That's dangerous.
Have you had it in float form yet?
No. But I do have some rum chata and root beer. We've got some one of Rachel's coworkers and her friend and her girlfriend are coming over to visit tomorrow, and we're gonna make root beer floats with it. And what the heck is the other? I don't know. There were recipes I found, or she found. I can't remember. Oh, they're on the back of the box, rum chata box. That's where they were. Yeah, see? So hopefully
Excellent
tomorrow.
investigation work.
Yeah, right? On point. Okay. All right, what are we at? 12? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely putting us back then. All right. I'll tweedly-deedly-deet that out.
Tweedly-deedly-dee.
Nice.
A classic.
Oh, you know what? I need to look that up as well. All right. So we return. The crowd energized at first in this very tense. Oh, thank you for the host, Mariah. In this very intense moment of ceasefire, essentially, ready at any moment to snap and get back into this bloody brawl. The moment turned thanks to Mina's initial speech, and then adding the glowing effect to Morik in his speech, in which he charged up the crowd and seemed to align most of them in the same viewpoint here, to have their own city, to recognize that they've been duped by the Crimson Guard, and to promote, not only put Felix up for a leadership position here, but promote it. The crowd begins to chant Felix's name. Hundreds of soldiers in these barracks that Felix had once gone through and done some training in back in the day, now chant his name that echoes through this cavernous building. Felix! 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 Mina propping herself up from the blast she took. Mortimer walking out of the office with this, he's over the other rail with this
standing.
staff held up high in the air. Mariah taking moments of consciousness outside of the sudden fight she was thrust into to examine these painful wounds in her back, only to discover these nubs of wings and getting lost in thought in the mirror. What do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna say thanks, Mina, and not cast, but use rally rather.
Oh, okay.
And that is I think I keep on forgetting. I think it's a D6 or D8.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's at least a D8 if it's your superiority die.
Yes, it is. It's a D8.
Okay.
So she heals. Well, it's a additional 3 temporary hit points. So not great, but something.
She'll take it. She's awfully close. She can use it. All right, 3 temporary hit points added. Okay. Meaning you feel not so much a healing, but just a bolstering effect. One that you felt before, temporary bolstering effect. It does make you feel better, though. Like adrenaline's kicked in. Your heart starts to beat fast. And yeah. We're ready.
What's the coolest way to do this? Felix will probably just walk up the stairs to the second story to address the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
No, get out of your way, Van L.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you're fine. I could use the emotional support. Oh, yeah. He cast.
What?
Talking about getting
Felix
the big
grows
head.
10 times. The power is mine. Awesome.
It's really gone to his head, guys. It's really gone to his head. I'll just stand over here at the corner with my arms crossed, looking intimidating for you, Felix.
Nice.
Excellent.
As intimidating as a dwarf can look.
Nice. I'll back out.
Shall I get a box for you?
Puff out my chest.
While he's walking up the steps, Felix kind of wipes the makeup from his face and stuff like that, just to kind of get back into guard mode, to the Twilight Brigade mode. And once he gets to the center of the second story, he kind of like glances across the crowd and kind of considers everything, and he shouts out, "People of Bexley, lend me your ears. Please, I entreat you to look at the person next to you. You were all brothers and sisters once, and part of being a family is forgiving each other. The past weeks have been fraught with violence and chaos and sorrow. So I encourage you to lay down your arms. Let us focus on rebuilding this city, this community, and our bonds with each other. And in order to do that, let us channel our energy into eradicating the Crimson Guard. What say you?"
Raise up their arms. Start taking off their tabards. Some are just stripping their armor off entirely. Clank, just clank. This massive clatter of armor and such, and weapons drop to the floor.
They fooled us. They fooled each and every one of us. And by my honor, we will not be fooled again.
They give another rally.
This is Morik, and I gesture towards Morik. Don't point. I gesture. He is my lieutenant, and in this time of change, he will act in my stead. The group of us, we have other matters to attend to currently, but I will work with Morik to make sure that the people's interests are taken into account and are of the utmost importance.
Yeah, kind of look back and forth at each other. Someone starts out, Morik, Morik, and it builds up into a fresh chant, Morik, 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 and they're just sort of, some people are still cheering for Felix and others are cheering for Morik, but they all seem to be on board.
And let's see, what would be a good... I basically... I entreat everyone to return to your homes. Enjoy time with your families. We will have more information for you. Gather tomorrow at the Western Coliseum in Bexley, and we will have a statement prepared. Thank you all.
Big cheer goes out. You see people sort of patting each other on the shoulder, shaking hands, and people that were just fighting are now helping one another walk out, seek medical treatment. Clerics and priests are feels safe enough to enter the area and attempt to heal those that have taken heavy wounds. Thankfully, the bloodshed didn't get so far that a boatload of people died, but there were definitely injuries and probably a few fatalities, but it's not that bad. Y'all acted so quickly that it prevented anything worse. They start clearing out, dozen at a time, until after, in the next 15 minutes or so, the barracks is essentially cleared out except for its regular staff that's there to maintain and the building.
Well, that was something.
Wow.
That just happened.
While that was going on, Brixie's gonna find somebody to bandage up her little stubs.
Okay.
I'm going to. Mortimer's going to actually go back to just to be out of sight. Go back into the office and ritually cast Identify on the staff.
Oh, nice. Okay. And I'll get back to those two things. What else? What does everyone else want to do while this is transpiring?
Just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Again, curiosity. What are these rooms to the right of the hallway here? Are the doors open on those?
Well, it looks like another set of offices over there. The doors aren't open, but you can try them if you want.
Sure. Felix is king. Why not? Kaylin feels very empowered right now. So, yeah.
Nope. Felix, it's too late. It's already happened.
She shrugs, walks over there, tries that first door to the bottom right on the map.
Okay, that one is unlocked. You swing the door open.
Yeah.
And this particular room looks similar, but less grand to the general's office.
Okay. Any names on the desk or anything? Any plaques with names on it? You know.
Not in here. There's 2 desks. It looks like it's a shared office, but you can make an investigation check if you want to paw around for anything interesting.
Why not? Oh, that's a 19.
Wow, okay. So as you paw around through this room, you actually come across, let me just, I wish I could open this twice. Hang on a sec, let me. You find...
I don't know if you saw Dan. Warren was tired. He left.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see, but I hope you have a good night, Warren, if you're still listening on your way out. But, yeah. Neat. All right. Here we go. Finally, yes. All right. So in here, you don't see anything that really looks like it has any utility. You don't find any loose change or anything like that. And what was your roll again? A 19?
19 total.
Okay.
Okay.
But you do find, as you're looking around, and propped up on a little stand on the edge of the desk is a mask. Humanoid features. It would just cover the front of the face. It appears to be a female face. Noble features, made out of solid gold.
Oh, God.
Probably worth about 750 gold pieces.
Wow.
I mean, so I'll go over there and wow, that looks shiny, and just kind of pick it up and look at it.
He lifts it off the thing. I mean, you're pretty strong, but it's pretty heavy too because it's solid gold. It looks like a war mask. It has some war type paint along it as well, on the gold.
Interesting. I'm not sure that Kaylin would really realize how much it was worth, so she's tempted.
You'd know it's gold. You'd know it'd be worth something pretty. With a 19, I feel like you'd probably be like, oh. And the weight of it, you'd know it was gold. I'm
gonna take the higher ground and just kind of sit it back on the desk.
Oh, okay.
Sit it back on the desk.
Right.
I don't want to, Kaylin's probably thinking she doesn't want to muddle up Felix's leader career by someone being like, my gold mask went missing the day that Felix became leader. So I'll sit it back down, but I'll make a mental note of it, of where this is.
Okay. All right. So as you're doing that and heading out to probably check the next room. or what would you like to do next? And then I'll jump to.
I'll check and see if this other door is open as well.
Okay. This one appears to be locked or latched.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like
All
a
right.
basic lock though.
Okay. All right. And that's fine. I'll just go back. I'm okay.
Okay. All right, you head back. So Brixie, you're again examining. You've just you roused from unconsciousness. You don't remember a thing. You were thrust immediately into battle here. And you haven't really had any time to even recognize what this pain is, this intense pain you've been feeling. And now as you're looking in the mirror, you see, torn backing of your clothes where these stubs that looked like that were possibly wings. I mean, they looked like the stubs to wings were viciously broken and ripped off in no neat manner. And you're just sort of processing with a little shock, perhaps, as to what happened. How did you get these? How did you lose them? Where have you been? The last thing you recall is trying to summon Misop and walking through that portal. I don't have my thing up yet. Oh, I need to change everybody. That's why you were telling me. Oops. Everyone's in like one window. My bad.
Dan?
Yeah.
Can I go? I'm going to go back into that office and see if I can sense any Arcana from that mask.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, yeah.
I just imagine Kaylin like just getting out of the doorway and then just like peeking back in.
Nice.
That was only an 8.
Okay. Yeah, there really isn't. I mean, it'd be pretty easy to tell if there's magic, but
Okay.
you don't sense any from it now.
Suddenly Jim Carrey puts it on.
Nice.
I will hold it up and put it up to my face and just see if can I see through it? Can I see through? Like, is there eye holes?
Yeah, there are eye holes. Yep, you look through, and you do, in fact, you are able to see through it a little bit. It's not great utility-wise, because it does limit your vision quite a bit, but you can see it.
I'm gonna lean out of the door and be like, guys, check this out.
You hear her voice, but you see this face up in front. Like,
Dan, can I make a religion check to see if that mask is of any sort of goddess?
Yeah, go for it.
There we go. 21.
Nice. It doesn't seem to be fashioned after any particular deity.
Not from any other sort of religious sort of iconography at all.
Nope.
Just really pretty.
Yeah, it almost has like a tribal feel to it.
I take it off like, what is this even? So heavy.
Nothing religious, from what I know.
I'll go back into the office and just kind of stay right there and let everyone else do their thing.
Hey, Dan?
Yeah.
Do I still have my healing spirit up, or has it been a minute?
I'm gonna say it's been a minute, given the roaring cheer and stuff like that.
Okay. Rixie's gonna find Mina and see if she can help.
Okay. Yeah. She definitely still needs healing.
Yeah, I have 12 hit points.
Yeah.
So I'm telling me, but I will definitely go help. Yeah, Mina as well.
Okay, let me know. Mark off whatever spell you want to heal with, and let me know how much it is, and I'll add it to her loot.
Well, I only have first levels.
Thanks.
More.
That's 11 more.
Yay.
Okay.
I can just use up all the rest of my first levels. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost out of spells too.
Oh, that is 11. That is 21 total, and I'm out of spells.
Okay. Tones would be.
Wait, did you heal me again?
Yeah, I had to for sure.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Stormfall.
So 12. So 21 is.
More. Let me find the thing that this is.
Cool.
And then Brixie's gonna ask, if she's having bandages too.
If what? I can't quite hear you.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I need to check something.
Okay, yeah. Oh, your wing stubs. Okay. Can I make a medicine check and look at those really quick, Dan?
Sure. I'm checking something more, and then I'll get to the staff identification.
23. So, like, is this the sort of injury that I could heal with magic, or is something that needs time?
Something that needs time, but with regular healing put into it, some strong healing, regular, for a while, might be able to recover.
Okay. Is anybody else hurt? Or is it just us two?
Just Blueberry and Mina and Felix and Brixie.
Okay.
All right. Just looking.
So it's not just the two squishies.
No.
All right. I'm gonna start a 3rd level prayer of healing then.
Nice.
No, 4th level prayer of healing.
Excellent.
That'll take 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get all 4 of us in that radius.
All right, you get everyone to gather.
Yeah.
And you begin to cast that. In that same time, it takes half an hour. Oh no, I'm sorry. It takes 11 minutes, I think, right? Or just over 10 more anyway. So in that same time, while you're casting Identify, you're going back and forth over this staff, trying to assess it yourself while casting this ritual spell. Once the spell completes, you become made aware of exactly what this staff is. It is a staff of charming. It requires attunement. So in 5th edition, you can have up to 3 items at a time that require attunement. Attunement means that you have to spend at least half an hour with it. You become attuned to it, then you can start using it, essentially. So the Staff of Charming, while holding this staff, you can use an action to expend one of its 10 charges to cast Charm Person, Command, or Comprehend languages from it using your spell save DC. The staff can also be used as a magic quarterstaff, for the purposes of overcoming resistances and such. If you are holding the staff and fail a saving throw against an enchantment spell that targets only you, you can turn your failed save into a successful one. You can't use this property of the staff again until the next dawn. If you succeed on a save against an enchantment spell that targets only you, with or without the staff's intervention, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge from the staff and turn the spell back on its caster as if you had the spell.
Nice.
And that's any enchantment spell, not just...
against an enchantment spell, yep.
Okay, so like something from the School of Enchantment.
Yes.
That's cool.
The staff regains 1d8 plus 2 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, you have to roll a d20, and on a 1, the staff becomes a non-magical quarterstaff. Whee! But that's only if you expend all the slots in a day.
Okay, so does it recharge?
It recharges 1d8 plus 2 daily at dawn.
Okay, 1d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. And that's on page 201 on the Dungeon Master's Guide, if you have that PD for book.
Everyone who is injured, so me, Brixie, Felix, Blueberry. I rolled a 19 for hit points, which is awful, but
still good, yeah. All right.
Does anyone else need the healing more than me?
I can do up to 6 people.
Oh, okay. Well, might as well then.
Yeah, up to 6 creatures, so.
Nice. Everyone gets fairly well healed up. Okay, so I guess, Kaylin, you've gone back and you've collected this mask. What else did you want to do over here? Anything else?
Well, I hadn't told you I was taking the mask yet, but Kaylin does.
Sorry.
I am going to step out of the eyesight where no one can see me through the door and put the mask in my bag.
Okay.
And then close the door on my way out.
All right. Nonchalantly shut the door behind you. You're back in the hallway.
And just walk by Felix and be like, wow, this place is so weird.
Nice.
This whole situation is really weird.
So, what's your plan?
Working on it. Okay, Dan?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I took the last swig of that intense root beer. Wow. Give me a chill.
Boy. Oh, boy. Okay. It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, I'm not great with responsibility. I really don't know what I'm gonna do.
To be fair, you have, as I've noticed, have been the group's sort of de facto leader. And you do take responsibility for cooking for us, making sure none of us starve, and your food is delicious.
But you have to ask yourself what.
So if you want to, I feel you would be a good leader for the city. If you don't, then you don't need to.
Are those the two options in the RPG?
I think there's a hidden third
You'd be a good leader, or
Either
you'd fail
the
the
city,
city.
or you have failed this city.
Bexley will remember this.
While everybody's talking, I'm going to find a quiet spot, close my eyes to see if I can remember anything.
Sorry, Brixie, what was that last part?
I am going to close my eyes and to see if I remember anything.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check.
So close my wisdom.
Oh, how much? Yeah, just a wisdom check. Your wisdom bonus is +4. No.
No.
You try to recall anything. What happened after you stepped foot through that passageway? And there was a set of stairs, and your mind almost starts to hurt. Your brain starts to hurt as you rub your temple, trying to recall nothing. It's like something is there, you just can't access it. It's a bit frustrating. Things that you might remember. Kaylin, you stuffed a bag of stones or something along those lines in your bag. Brewer is heavily damaged and needs repairs. The kids, we don't. No one knows what happens to the kids that came from Bridgeport down here to Bexley. Just things that, as your minds settle for a minute after all this madness of racing here, defusing bombs, defusing a civil war, and retaking the city, it feels, especially for you, this is long and hard earned. This started out on a bit of a smaller scale, but equally important, and became something much greater. And you've succeeded.
Yeah. I've forgotten, Dan, since it's been 2 weeks, I've forgotten we left Brewer in the Thieves Guild, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He had said that he needs something to be repaired that would likely be in Tensor University. It's what he came here to find.
Right. Okay. Well, Kaylin will remember about since all this is done, she's had some time to kind of settle. She'll remember about Brewer, I'm sure. And what he said. Where is, and I'm asking the group this, whoever's around me, where is Tensor University compared to here? And that might be something you have to answer, Dan.
You're in the barracks, like in the center south, and Tensor's almost directly north because the city's on a tilt. It's up at the very top of the city, up above the super ritzy zone, just to the east of that upper Coliseum.
And we've never been in this Tensor University.
You met, what was the goblin's name? Something Stinky Butt or something like that. Crinkle Bottom or something like that.
Yeah.
And you met the guy that trained under Tensor that sounded like Sean Connery. I don't remember. It was Dean Crinklebottom, I think, but I can't remember the other guy's name. Or maybe it was Tensor. No, it was someone that trained under Tensor, I think. Anyway.
No, it was Crinklebottom because he was the one who hired us to go to clear it out.
Here we go. The Dean, Crinkle Ogle Buttress.
Oh my god.
That's what it was.
That was a long time ago.
That was like session 2.
For real, yeah. Awesome. Mind you, Baron Rexlin von Sutcliffe is still out and about, and the vampire lady went to pursue him at the mysterious dock.
Oh. I didn't realize that. Okay. So she went to pursue him. Right. I do know that I need. I really like to say Brewer, so I would like to find some kind of information about Tensor University to find out more information, or to find someone that can help him, or to find out what he needs to find. Kaylin's just kind of in a mix of words right now. I don't really know where to start, though.
How was Brewer the last time that we
He was
left
doing
him?
bad.
Could he still talk? Maybe we could check in with him and see if he has any more information that we could work on. The university is a pretty big place.
Going into my shoot, and I thought I took notes from the session that I was at PAX before, because that's when you told me all the information, and I didn't write those. Did I? I didn't write those down in my notebook like I usually do.
Always ask me, anything.
Well, no, I just know the brewer told me some information before we left, and I can't find any of my notes that I wrote down that day.
They're still packed in your suitcase.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, essentially, you didn't repair him per se, but you did some minor repairs to recover like his mobility, so he could be moved. You were in that building hiding.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of sweet things. Said like to live your life. If he doesn't survive, don't he lived a full life and he's happy, and don't take any responsibility for that, for him passing, and that his time with you had made a difference to him. He also said that he needs to get into Tensor University, which is currently in a skeleton crew because it's essentially been shut down. And that a link to his past, which he doesn't remember, is in Tensor University, and it's a tool related to the crafting of Warforged.
Oh.
And that would be needed to repair his core.
Okay.
So he wants to go there.
Kaylin whirls around wherever is Mortimer out in the hall, or is he in the room?
I'll make my way back out towards Felix.
Okay.
Yes.
If I see Mortimer, I'll be like, you.
Yes.
You were trying to break into Tensor University, and Brewer found you, correct?
Yes, I was looking to start my adventure, I guess, or my travels, and I figured that was a good place to start, a place of knowledge.
Said that you found a way into one part, but there was nothing there.
Right. So we can go. I mean, I think at this point, I don't know. We should definitely go check on Brewer and try to see how we can manage moving him to Tensor without attracting, I guess, too much.
Well, if I can find this artifact, I can bring this to him.
Or we can go there and bring the artifact. But we should check on him.
Right. How far? And this is just to everyone. How far is the Thieves Guild from here?
The Thieves Guild isn't very far. Yeah, it's just to the south and east, near the crypts, just across the bridge southeast of you.
All right. Well, sure. We can go and check on Brewer. Can I tell from any windows if it's nighttime or if it's daytime, Dan?
Yeah, you can look out. There's plenty of windows in here, and you see it's evening. It's probably pushing. Gosh, after all that madness, you're probably around 7:30 now.
Okay. So it's only evening right now, so we have time to go and check on Brewer. If this is still a priority, and if we still need this, probably should go at nighttime. Whether that's tonight or if we wait until tomorrow night, but I'd probably say if he's still alive, it's probably. We can anyways. But yeah, let's go and check on Brewer. Sure. Kaylin will go towards whatever exit. There's an exit.
Okay, there's a large northern exit just down the stairs here.
Great.
All right.
Does anybody not follow Kaylin?
I'll follow Kaylin, just kind of rubbing my chest where there's burn marks. Going, if we do go, could we get something of a rest first?
I second that.
I think so.
That would be nice. I hurt a lot, and I need to fix my robes.
Do I have my stuff that I left behind, like my staff and my
crown? Somebody picked those up. Yeah,
I did.
Oh, okay.
I had those, and Blueberry was wearing the flowers.
Blueberry shifts back down into his dog form. Flower crown still in his head. A couple of splatters of blood on it, maybe. But she was being pretty vicious.
Staff. Is the luck dragon still on there?
Yep. Your luck dragon was, I think, Mina also.
I had everything yours. So.
Okay.
Felix is going to take some time to pick up his manacles, and then also to tear down any like banners or flags from the Crimson Guard Order organization thing.
Ah, okay. Nice. You go
And
through.
then they'll follow
down.
along.
Awesome. Oops.
If you're gonna do that, like as you're tearing down one, I'm just gonna kind of turn to the others and go, firebolt, bolt, 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 bolt.
Nice.
Because I just learned this spell.
Ah, awesome.
It's like finger guns.
No, more like Iroh when they're freeing Ba Sing Se, and he burns the Fire Nation banner. She tries to look epic like that, but it doesn't really work well because she's so hurt.
Nice. Awesome. But you go snap these fire bolts out, blasting everything one at a time. Doesn't take too long to break that.
Does that trigger any memories?
No, nothing yet. You're still in a heavy fog. Try as you might, you're probably not gonna trigger anything just yet.
Kaylin's already on her way towards the Thieves Guild.
Okay. All right. Eventually, everybody arrives at the Thieves Guild. As you arrive, there's quite a bit of a hustle and bustle down here. People, some are taking advantage, not a terrible way or an opportunistic way per se, but you can see there's a lot more wares here than last time. And but there's also support. There are people that are wounded down here. There are people that just want to be hidden away for now for whatever they've done during this time. And so they have some asylum down here. There you actually run across though, let's see, let me pull up their names here. My notes. Oops, that's episode 2. I was looking up Linux name. All right. Where are we? Yaza and Corden have Brewer, his arms over their shoulders, and they're sort of walking him through. His steps are very forced and difficult, as you can hear the grinding of things that shouldn't be grinding. Walking very slowly. They're trying to leave. They're leaving the Thieves Guild as you enter. They're still on the outskirts of the underground area.
Where are you going?
Yaza looks up at you. Mind you, Yaza's a tiefling, pale red skin, one broken horn, some freckles, and one of her eyes is actually a diamond in the socket. She's got a big scar over it, and there's a diamond eye. And she has all those slanted belt knives tucked into little pockets along the front of her outfit, and a few on either side. And she looks up and says, "He doesn't have a lot of time. We need to get him to Tensor. He says there's something there that can repair him. We might not be able to bring it back here."
You're going now?
I don't know. It's going to take us forever to get him over there. So, yeah. He said he's got maybe a day left. And it's going to take us a good 8 hours to get him over there. He's heavy and he can barely move. We don't have means to load him up in anything and cart him over there.
Mark, do you have some sort of floating disc or something?
Hey, what kind?
Tensor's floating disc is the spell.
No, I do not have that.
Levitate?
Nope.
Telekinesis?
Nope. I'm looking. I don't think I have anything for that.
Dan, would freedom of movement help Brewer in any way?
Good question. I don't know. Let me take a peek.
I don't have it prepared, but I can prepare it tomorrow morning.
Gotcha. Oops, no, D&D related freedom of movement. Too many results. Let's just see if it affects like the construct type of thing. When duration was unaffected by typical terrain, and spells can reduce the target speed.
Do we still have our cart?
Probably wherever you parked it. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go back and look. So your assessment, Kaylin, if you would do like an engineering check, but using intelligence, would you give him
The natural one.
Okay.
I look and I'm like, Kaylin's just kind of like a little frazzled from the fight, and just yeah.
Your the immediate thought is that you can maybe spend some more time trying to do repairs, or you can seek out the cart. You can seek out another cart. I mean, it's a big city, so maybe you can find something else to load him up in. He's just really heavy and would require, something as sturdy as a cart.
Okay. I'll talking to Yaza. If we can wait just a few hours, my friends just need some rest because we just had a day. We have a cart, or I will find a cart. I will spend some time because I have some tinkering, I have some engineering, so I will spend some time with him and see what I can do as far as trying to keep him to hold on longer. But if we could just keep him here just for a few hours so everyone can rest, that would be great, where everyone else can rest. I'm going to stay with Brewer. And I will put my hand on Yaza's shoulder or arm, whatever I can reach, and be like, I would be honored if you would stay with us and still help us, but we just need a little bit more time just to prepare.
They ignore you. Just kidding.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm going to censor by myself then.
Nice. They kind of look at one another, and Brewer is essentially, he's operating in a super low power mode where he's not really that conscious. He's just moving because they're moving him. And Yaza looks at you and says, well, you make the call. Tell us what you want, we'll do it.
Is Brewer able to speak, Dan?
It doesn't appear so, but you can try talking to him.
Brewer?
His head just seems to be kind of up down. You're unsure if he can hear you or not.
I'll just put my comfortingly and just and get as close as I can to him. Of course, he's a little bit taller than I am, and just be like, going to try to keep you here. I mean, we're going to try to keep you alive, but just trust me. I know that you trust me. We're going to keep him, and I'll turn to Yaza. We're just going to a few hours. Just I think that I can do this, and if he passes, it's on me.
Yaza nods. Okay.
Thank you. Just find a comfortable place, a way to sit him down. Do you know of a place with well, I'll just take a look at him and see if I need anything. I'll try and get something from the shops here or whatever. So yeah, just find a place to sit him down that's away from everything. And I will stay with him.
Can I before we I just want to ask Dan, I assume it's going to take them 8 hours because it's harder to move Brewer, right?
Yeah, he's really heavy. A lot of his gears are locked up, so they can't even walk him at a regular pace. They need something heavy to cart him or to just take forever to walk him over there.
Can I know this is probably a horrible idea, but I'm in pretty good shape. I can go with Yasha and Corden and try to escort Brewer to Tenzer and provide protection. And you guys can probably catch up faster, either with the cart or with horses. When you wake up in the morning, you guys need the rest. I'm okay. I don't need the rest. So at least we can get Brewer moving in that direction. How long would it take them to get to Tenzer, either at a fast walk or if they found horses or a means of transportation?
Maybe like an hour. It's up on the other side of the city, but they took Yeah, I think if they walked or used some horses. You know what? Everyone that has been here before in the Thieves Guild here in Bexley, make an intelligence check if you would.
Brexy?
Yeah, you were here. Mm-hmm.
Was I?
Yeah.
Is this where we attempted to get the flying carpet?
The magic carpet?
Depending on your intelligence roll, you might remember. Yeah.
I remember.
Dan, would Mina remember?
Oh yeah, because you threatened to dispel it.
You threatened to dispel magic.
No. Would Mina remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Oh gosh.
I'll make it with disadvantage.
Yeah, make it with disadvantage. It might be a little bit. Yeah.
So an intelligence check?
Mm-hmm.
6.
No, but you just remember. Yeah, just sort of foggy. Did anyone get over like an 11?
I got an 11.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Brixie? Well, what? Intelligence. Oh, nice. Okay. So.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just a straight intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14.
Nice. Okay. So you three recall there was this rather large flying carpet for sale some time ago. That may or may not still be there. That could probably carry Brewer and another. I'll have to look up the weight on it. Brewer's pretty heavy. Just a thought, anyway.
You could go find out. At least know whether or not it's there. In the meantime, we can make. I could talk to Yaza and Corden. Yaza. I mean, ours is not the only wagon in town. I mean, we can. This is the Thieves Guild. They know how to get things and get them rather quickly, so we can arrange with them to get us a cart, and we can, try to expedite if we can't get the flying carpet. So what do you think?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So
I'm staying with Brewer.
Okay.
They're currently down the hall, so you're with them a little bit. As you finish that conversation, you catch up with them. They've been sort of bringing him back to a side room to set him down and rest him in.
Hey, Dan?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any forests near?
Outside of the Thieves Guild, near the just northeast of the barracks where you were, there's a small patch of forest.
Okay. I pull Felix's side, and I tell him, if you guys need me, I'll be in the forest. And I look at Blueberry and say, you want to come be my bodyguard?
Yeah, I think that if everyone's looking to sort of rest, yes, I'm good bodyguard. And he starts trotting behind you.
Okay, and then I turned to Felix and I ask him, I'm gonna command Mello to come and rest on my shoulder, and I give my stuff to Felix.
What's this for?
I need to figure out something.
You need to leave?
No, I need to commune with nature for a bit. I'll be back.
How long will you be gone?
Just for the night.
Oh, okay. You had me worried there for a sec.
I pick up Blueberry and I just cradle him like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Walk off near the forest.
Okay. You leave the sewers and the undercrypt here, and get that bit of fresh air as you walk out, but there's nothing quite like the smell of the forest as you approach. While it's not a sprawling forest, there's plenty of room here where if you get into the center of it, you can't see the end of the edge of the forest. So you find a comfortable spot to become one once again with nature, reconnect. And more as you approach, let's see, Yaza and Corden. Corden turns to Kaylin and says, "Can you, as you call for them, Corden turns around. Kaylin, can you take over for me? I'm just gonna see what your friend needs."
Of course.
Okay.
Goodbye, Brewer.
Okay, you get underneath Brewer and assist Yaza over to that other room. Corden, again, is a human, light complexion that's slicked back, black hair like a young Jingwu. His appearance, he has this really piercing gaze, this long leather jacket that covers most of his person, sort of like a leather duster. A number of buckles along the side, but you can see the handles of a bunch of daggers that are underneath on either side of his torso. And he comes up to you and looks down. Yeah. What do you need, friend?
I was thinking you would be, your guild would be probably the best people to be able to move things quietly and quickly, and be able to get us at for a price a wagon in case we have a couple other options we want to look at too, but in case those don't work out, something to transport Brewer a lot faster than trying to merely carry him to Tenzer.
Right.
And and in a not to raise any attention or anything like that in the city.
We've got some people out looking for an intact cart. Look, I'll tell you right now, Brewer there saved our lives, both of us, Yaza and I, and we're going to do everything we can to help your friend.
We appreciate it.
I can't say that we've been able to locate a sturdy enough cart that can get him over there. Tensions are still a bit high, and you're right, we want to do this quietly. We're hoping we can find something. With you here, we feel hopeful, but we'll keep you posted. If we can find a proper cart, then we will let you know. That'll be on us. We'll let you use it.
Okay.
But if there's anything else we can do to help, let us know. He's earned it.
Okay.
You've all earned it.
All right. Thank you. Did anyone remember the magic card?
We left it at the church, I think.
I don't remember we got it.
No, we didn't buy it.
Oh, the magic carpet. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think I'll volunteer if anybody else wants to go to the store.
I remembered it.
Show me to the store.
I'm staying with Brewer.
You're going to stay with Brewer. Yeah, that's understood. So, does anybody else want to take the trip to the magic shop and see who has the? I guess the money travels with everybody, so it's not okay. Naturally, okay. So, if you want to head to see if we can work a deal to get this this carpet.
Oh boy.
Probably.
I have a thought.
Well, yeah. What's your thought?
I just acquired this wonderful little staff. It's got to be worth something to a magic shop. As a group, we could decide what to do with it, and either as barter or
Oh.
to add that into the price of the to get the carpet back, to acquire the carpet. I mean, I think right now the carpets, the transporting brewers are a big priority right now.
For sure. We could have afforded to buy the carpet outright, but with our reputation at that store, the price may have increased since then.
Do you want? They don't know me. You want me to go alone?
If you don't mind, I could show you.
Oh, gladly, I'd do it.
Dan, am I still walking with?
That's up to you. I mean, I'll let you decide whether you still want to be walking on that or have found your spot.
I want to say I found a spot, set him down.
Okay.
I want to seek out where Felix and Mortimer are. Okay. I just pull the mask out of my bag and thrust it to Mortimer. This is worth a lot. This will help with the cost of the carpet. Please take it. Right. Please use it.
We'll throw everything at her. See if we can get this carpet off her.
Okay. I'll run back to Brewer.
Okay. You hustle back, and what is it you want to do with Brewer? You're trying to work some repairs, some more.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going to be resting? Okay, Mina, you're gonna start resting.
But I only have to trance, so I can do it in 4 hours.
Ooh, that's right. Nice. Okay.
The benefit of being an elf.
Yes. All right.
Brixie's gonna take her rest outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to dream.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not tonight. As you rest tonight, you do have dreams, but they're just natural, regular dreams. Nothing takes hold and sweeps you away, as sometimes happens. Currently, no fresh message from your mentor, it would seem. Okay, so Felix, are you going with Mort at all, or he's just you're staying here and you're sending Mort over?
I'm heading with Mort just in case.
Okay.
Buddy system.
Nice.
And just he'll hang back when we get to the place and.
Okay.
Whoop.
Oops. So there's a sewer tunnel that is a dead-end sewer tunnel, and there are just 2 rooms off the left of it. The first one was, I think, had... Oh, did we lose somebody?
Mariah had to...
Mariah
she had to go.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks. Let me just switch this quickly. Basically... It was something else. I think you could buy like herbs and stuff there. The furthest one down on the left was this magic shop, essentially, where it's difficult to acquire, let alone sell magic items, but the Thieves Guild here in Bexley is one of the places where you can do that. The shop proprietor didn't seem to really know much about magic. She's selling a bunch of things that were not magical to just to turn a buck. But she had a device she was using to scan things to see what had some magical essence and what didn't. You approach that tunnel with that room at the end.
So more, it's the corner store there with the hanging sign.
Okay. Real quick. Okay, go ahead.
No, please.
Just slip me whatever you think, whatever the quoted price was, if you have it. If not,
I just don't remember what it was.
I think it was 4,000. But I believe it had gone upwards of like 5, but then I think the lowest was like 34 when she was really trying to make a deal.
Okay.
Don't forget to get the money for the mask.
Yeah. Real quick, before I go in, can I do an Arcana check in my mind to try to ascertain how much the staff would be worth? On a fair market value?
With the Arcana check, you could tell if there's magic coming off of it. You could try and do maybe like a history check. I mean, you do have, I think, the sage background, right? So you could do like a history, I think.
Abilities.
It would be in your main tab. It'd be sage. So you've done a ton of research. So you could do a history check to see if you've heard of this staff and have any sort of idea on how much it might cost.
History. That's only +7.
Nice.
12 plus 7, 19.
Okay. So that particular item, I'm trying to find the actual carpet, does range between 500 and 5,000 gold typically. This particular one is on the higher end in that it carries more weight. Once I can pull this thing up, which reduces the flight speed a little bit, but you can carry more on it.
Okay. Well, actually, I was thinking about the staff.
Oh, the staff.
So I know if I wanted to trade in the staff, was she ripping me off the staff?
Gotcha. The staff itself also ranges between 500 and 5,000 gold, depending on a few on the age and use. This one's seen a bit of wear and tear, but it's still a magical item, so you would probably expect comfortably to get anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 gold pieces for it. Would probably be a
fair enough price. Okay, so now that I have an idea what I'm bargaining with, I'll go into the shop and see if she's look around, see if I can see the carpet anywhere in the shop.
Okay.
Before I engage the salesperson, just like I'm browsing.
Neat. All right, you walk in and you see 2 long rows, almost like a Blockbuster video. There's a bunch of items on the inside, shows like slanted shelving on both sides, and then there's same shelves along the outer walls. In the very back, you see a desk with a curtain behind it, and you hear someone behind the curtain, but you don't see anybody yet. You take a walk through. You're sensing some magic here and there from some of these items. Most don't have any. And as you're approaching that bench in the back, you see like 3 different rolled up carpets. You're sensing magic from one of them.
So I walk over to that one and start just generally inspecting it, looking at it, making sure this is the one we want.
Okay.
And
there's 2 smaller ones. Oh, good.
Just trying not to be too, sort of 50-50. I don't want to run right to it. I don't want to I want to, come in as look like a newbie, browsing around, see what I can find.
Like, boom, 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 playing with some things as you walk by and go back to the carpets. There's a couple smaller ones there. And there's a larger one that I don't have that in these notes. That's about 5 by 7 feet. Looks to be able to carry about 600 pounds. Has a flying speed of 40 feet. So one of the heavier dutier ones. You've probably read all about these in your studies. So there's 4 different sizes. Smaller they are, the less they carry, the faster they go. There's one size larger than this. It can carry up to 800 pounds, and it travels at 30 feet. You don't see that here. The other 2 are mundane carpets, just rolled up. They just have a similar pattern. You see, gosh, I can't remember what race she was. I feel like she was a goblin. Comes out, middle-aged woman, and oh, customer! yes. Fine assortment of flying carpets there. Discovering the activation word. That's the trick. Fine eye you have.
Well, thank you. You have some wonderful wares here. I was just
yes.
looking to make some. I'm new here, and I'm just looking to augment my collection. I have some So I figured this would be a good stop to come in and then check out what you have. And this one particular one, the 5x7 with caught my eye, and I was just, is it for sale?
Why, yes. And she picks up this little, like a monocle, ruby with a like very thin, faceted ruby almost in the frame, and looks at it. Yes, quite a fine eye. Yes, that's highly wanted. Quite a bit of demand for that one.
Sure.
That's for sale. Yes, I buy and sell goods here. She's sort of, moving the ruby thing over to you, looking at like the staff and just your personage, your wizard's book. Yes. Well, are you interested then? That's running at about.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no problem. It's running at about. She's watching you as she says this, so this is all pretty quick. 4,000. She's gonna make an insight to see what you think of that. All right, and she rolls a. So if you want to try and deceive her, like in the haggling process, whatever, then go ahead and make a deception roll. Or if you want to say something, as you hear this price. To try and persuade her differently with knowledge or something, then you can roll a persuasion check instead.
I'm gonna go with persuasion, but first I'm going to ask her to spread out the carpet so I can give it a good once over, check for any wear and tear, damage, just like I was buying a used car. I'm making sure, I'm not going to jump at this. I'm not going to, leap at this. I mean, it's still here. If it was in such high demand, it's still sitting here.
Nice. She kind of sees you examining it. 4,500 gold. Yes.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
You want to take a look? Certainly. And she pulls it out and unfurls it. Go ahead and take a stand if you wish.
All right, I jump on it, and
she gets down to the edge and cups her mouth. The carpet rises 6 inches off the ground. See, fine working condition, this one.
Okay, all right. Well, my mom never told me to pay list price, so Well, I'll tell you what. Let's wouldn't be a shop without some good wheeling and dealing and haggling going on here.
Certainly.
I've just come into possession of a couple of items that I would be interested in. Maybe talking about exchanging, and we can kind of come up with a middle ground here to make me feel better about the
Absolutely.
So I will.
What do you have? Put it on the desk. Here on the desk.
I'm going to show her the staff first and give her a full description of the staff.
Okay. She looks over with her.
And also I will say, this isn't, just a staff I picked up on the street. You know whose staff this used to be?
No. Do tell.
This was Commander of the Crimson Guard's staff, Julius.
Yeah.
So he didn't just hand this over to me. We had, I don't know if you've heard the news, but
I've heard the news.
This would be quite an item for your shop.
That adds value. Yes, indeed, it does. Well, I can give you 1,600 off the price.
Oh, well, we're starting. We're getting there. I mean,
There's some wear and tear in this one. I think that's.
Well, it's been proven. There's a value to that, and there's a value to showing that it's been used by the Commander Julius.
Go to roll a persuasion check with that.
Okay. persuasion. Of course, charisma -1. 12. 13 -1. 12.
Okay. $1,900. That's the highest I can go for the staff.
All right, we're getting warm. Do you
have anything else to throw in the pot?
Well, I don't know. I've come we as a group, the experience of getting the second item, it was quite a lot. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to part with it. And I bring out the mask.
Your eyes kind of get really wide, like as you put it down on the desk. Is that solid gold? And she goes to reach for it to assess it, like, oh, well, there's no magic in this one, but solid gold.
Gold always sells. Magic, some items come and go, but gold always sells.
She gets out from the counter this huge scale. She give me a hand. Don't stand there, young man. And she requires a hand lifting it, putting it on the scale.
Pretty sure he's smaller than her.
Nice.
I'm going to, as she puts it on the scale, I'm just going to is the scale on the floor or on the counter?
On the counter. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If it was on the floor, I was going to try to get a toe on the scale.
Nice. She starts adding weights and adding more weights and taking them off and getting bigger weights and adding those until finally it balances out. This, I don't have any leeway on this. This is 750 gold. It's worth its weight in gold, literally.
Okay. Can I, while she's weighing it, can I do a history check to see if I can add any flavor to the mask to
you can do like you can do a history to see if you're aware of anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 9 + 7, 16.
You only know that it seems tribal in nature. Probably there are a lot of tribes here in Calborum to the west of the mountain range. I don't think you ever met Emracina, but she was from there. So it was likely, nothing too big. Probably not much you could spin, but you can always attempt to fabricate something if you wanted.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Because I'll probably get. Don't want to offend her.
This brings the price down to 1,850 gold pieces. Now, this is my best offer. You're really pulling my arm here. I do have a business to run. This is my final offer. 1850, which is a steal for this carpet, worth nearly 5,000 gold on its own. I'm only asking 4,500. And really, I'm almost giving it away at this price.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Have other interested buyers that might come in. There's a group of 2 young gentlemen just recently in here, bartering over it with another group of people. It got really heated.
You know what they say? A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So
that's why I'm making you such a wonderful
cash in the barrel. And gold.
You cannot beat this price. Unless you've picked it off a floor yourself somewhere.
I must admit, you've given me, fair prices for my 2 items, and
you hear her start tapping her foot behind the counter.
1,600, and we'll call it even. The mask and the staff.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage. Because it'd be pretty difficult to get her lower than this.
Good poker hand. Pair of 4s.
Neat. time. Nope, I simply can't. I've given extra credit for the fact that this staff belong to Julius. Captain Julius. They offered such a good price for this carpet. The mask has no value aside from the gold. I simply can't. I would be losing money. I'd have to close my doors, and then where would the good people of Bexley find their magical items? 1,800 is my final offer. Take it
Now see?
or leave it now.
Okay. I spit in my hand and say 1,800, done.
She spits in hers. Shake, 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 shake. All right. You'll need the activation word. She takes a piece of parchment and writes down. You get to figure it out, Mort, because you're purchasing it. What do you want the activation word to be? Make sure you write it down somewhere, because I'll ask you for it if you don't know it. Ask poor Kaylin. Oh, Kaylin's got it, though.
Do I have to? I don't have to. Do I have to? Do I make one up? You want me to make one up?
Make it up. Yep, it's up to you. That's the benefit of you being the purchaser.
Giddy up.
Oh, nice. Okay. Write it down. Awesome.
But it's a gnomish.
Gnomish, yeah. Giddy up.
Nice. Gnomish giddy up. Perfect.
And I will ride that sucker out of the shop.
Nice. You do just that. There's just enough room to get it between those two bookshelves. Let's see, 5x7. So you've got just enough to put it up on a tilt and kind of go through the doorway and out through the tunnels. Felix, you're standing there ready to roll and waiting patiently. And time's going by, and then whoosh, his carpet flies up and past you, like, whoa!
If it had it, oh wait, I cast minor illusion and mimic a car horn. For him to hop up the car.
Just like a one-hand grab as it goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, whoa! And you see, this little dark dwarf, not dwarf, sorry. I can't think of your gnome, undergnome, right? What's it called?
Dark,
Deep gnome, thank you. A deep gnome flying by in a carpet, like a little kid at a carnival ride. Woo! And it blows your luscious hair back as it goes by. Like,
wow.
What? Oh.
Nice.
And with that, Mort flies right into the camera. Freeze frame. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Nice.
Good
job, Frank. Good job.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
Now you'll have a flying carpet. Yeah.
There's a brief love affair with that staff.
I know.
Right?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I had that mask for a whole of like maybe 10 minutes.
Hey, went to a good cause.
For real, that is a really good price. And you definitely drove it up with the whole Captain Julius thing. I thought that was a nice touch. It's like, oh yeah, okay, that's a valid point. That'd be good. So hooray, you guys have your flying
carpet basically for 1,800. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I have to, give credit to Brixie for grabbing that staff, keeping it. Well, we would have probably gotten it if we killed Julius, but still.
1,800 and all the near death of a couple of party members.
Right.
Yeah,
right. Well,
you can't put a price on that. You can't put a price.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so, and it's not like a one use. We got that thing.
Got it for good now.
Forever
how
and ever.
that came in.
Unless something horrible happened.
Dispel.
Don't Vox Machina this.
That was so heartbreaking watching that episode.
Just FYI for everybody here, we still have about 3,500 in the group funds. So
ooh, nice. Good.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's great. All right.
Somebody just make it.
And I mean, you may be heading into Tensor University, which is essentially abandoned. So probably a bunch of the stuff was taken, but things that might not have been able to be taken might be in there. That's like a magical repository. So
You never know.
Tinkering stuff forever.
Dan is tempting us with the knowledge that he's going to trap the crap out of that place.
Yeah. When mages leave stuff behind, they trap the crap out of it.
Caitlin's gonna be like, look at that! Oh my gosh, look at that! Caitlin's gonna die next episode. That's pretty much what.
What could go wrong at a university?
Nice. I can't wait for Caitlin to check out her the sack of rocks.
Oh yeah, my sack of rock.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, thanks. I'm so sorry it ran so late.
No, hey, that was well worth it, I think.
Good. Well, thank you for your patience, players and all, and everyone watching that stayed up and everything. All so.
Can we just keep going for like 5 hours?
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
One of these days, we're gonna have to have like a marathon.
Yes. Oh,
Just
for
keep
sure.
going.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, we can bracket it. Start an hour early and go an hour.
Mm-hmm. Have it overlap with the other campaign. We're like, what's that?
Oh. We meet each other in the street
yeah.
like this. The opposite world Seinfeld, where we're like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, that was. I have to say, I texted Felix. That was a great speech. I mean,
Oh, I loved it.
yeah, that was really well done.
Thanks. I just did my best in the time allotted.
Sorry.
No, you hit all the notes. I mean, you hit all the notes. Unity, peace, and reconciliation, and especially with the last part with the there'll be announcement the next day. So that shows organization. That gives people confidence. That
Total lie, but I guess that's what.
I was totally winging it. Just winging it.
Caitlin would have been like, thanks. Wow.
Nice.
You all serve me now.
But first, you all must bow. Yeah.
Bend the knee.
Right.
Kneel before.
From now
Canon.
on, everyone must kneel.
That's how you walk. Yeah. Awesome.
Gosh.
Well, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Players, thank you for your amazingness, your epicness. Another brilliant game tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan.
I'm
Yes,
sure.
thank you.
All
lot
the
of fun,
hard
thanks.
work.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure, totally. And thank you, viewers, for hanging out and being hilarious and keeping us company and supporting us, too. Very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Of course, we for anyone here that isn't a regular viewer, we stream Stormfall here every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then we have our All Evil campaign every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. But we'll see you all next week here on Stormfall, where we get to find out what's going on with Brewer. Can he be repaired in time? And all the other madness going on. What kind of goodies can be looted? What traps lay ahead?
So many traps.
Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.